Hey guys, Jeffries here and welcome back to the city. At the moment I am down here in one of our processing rooms waiting for some stuff to be processed. What's this we're making? Electrical steel. Not quite sure what that's... Oh, I know what that's for. Yeah, I'm making some capacitors. I do know what that's for. As you can see, we've got a lot of power issues in here. All these alloy smelters that aren't actually being used are always full of power, but these ones especially, empty. This one here, we have got lots of power in it, but eventually that will die down. These sag mills, again, they're actually doing well. Well, some of them are, some of them aren't. What does that say? Something was here. I'll have to look at that back when I'm editing. Yeah, we got loads of cobblestone. I was trying to make sand. A bulk load of sand, and as you can see, we end up with a chest full of cobblestone. We also end up with things backed up because of that. So gold we're waiting to process, yellowite and redstone ore. So yeah, we got some power issues. I'd like to fix those in today's episode if possible. So you might have noticed on my taskbar I have myself some reactor casing. And if I come out of the bank and up to the grid, you can see I've marked myself out an area. Although having marked out this area, I've decided actually I don't want it to be here. I'm going to put it underground. So basically what I want to do is build a series of reactors to run alongside this existing one, which isn't very full. It's not doing particularly well. And in actual fact it is pretty lousy. So I'd like to set up a series of automated reactors. So the best way I'm going to do that is to go down here. What am I stuck on? Energy conduit. Down here, and then head through this wall here. So I believe I'm underneath everything. And there's water there. Why is there water there? Let's find out. Let's stick that torch back there. I do need to get myself some better tools. If anything, I just want a pickaxe that can mine faster. Right. So the plan is to build 10 10 by 10 reactors underground. What is this? Oh! This is the underside of my boilers. Yes, okay. So we'll have to head this way slightly. Let's use the hammer for this. Let's be lazy. Yeah. So these are the tanks that are used. Dig all this out. That is the laser drill. Okay, I've made this very difficult for myself going under here. We might have to dig down. Oops, wrong button. So might have to dig down a little bit. But yeah, I want to build 10 10 by 10 reactors to accommodate all of our power issues. And we're also going to start building power lines out to different parts of the map. So for example, we're going to connect the grid. Oh dear. I seem to have cut myself off from here as well. We're going to connect the grid up to City North Farms. So I do feel that's something that needs to be done. To sort out the power issues that we've got going over there. I have another idea as well for how to get the cobblestone farm going a little bit quicker, which is always a good thing. So yeah, things are looking positive in that respect. How big is this area that I've dug out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that will be 10 if I come back to here. So again, bloody dirt. Sort of lost count now as to how deep this is. Do I want to build it down here? I don't know. I don't know. Tell you what, let's just stick a torch here for now. We'll light it up. I'm currently just sort of talking you through the plan whilst I'm waiting for everything to process anyway, so there's no harm in me going up above ground here and having a look. So I don't want the grid building to be too big, but having said that, I could sort of dot loads of reactors around the outside here. and then somehow put a building around it. That could work. I mean, 10 is a lot to ask for. I was going to do 10 5x5 ones, but I mean, I could still do that. There's nothing stopping me from doing that, because they could fit into this small area here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then put that across like that. We can then put some fuel cells in the center, although not here because I've put a thing in the way. We could have one there. In fact, we could have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then resident ender around it. Or we could have 5, and then resident ender in those gaps. I think the 5 with the resident ender in the gap is probably the best bet. So I could build these 5x5x5. So that's 125 reactor casing per... well, actually, no, it's not. It's like 121, I think, once you put all the computer ports and things in. As I said, I wanted this to be fully automated, so we're going to have computer ports controlling everything. Done it again, haven't I? I'll grab that in a second. 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, these ones I probably could build underground if I'm doing 5x5s. I keep changing my mind. I'm so sorry, guys. What I could do in that respect is actually dig just down like this and stick it all underground. And then once it's all built, stick some dirt on top maybe. Then I don't have to necessarily build a building around it. Eventually, the idea is I want to replace those steam tanks that we've got, or those boilers that we've got downstairs, and I'd like to replace all of this, because it's very ugly. I think I could build something much better up on this bit, something that's very aesthetically pleasing. Maybe even an extension to the bank, because one of the other things I want to look at is storage. I'm kind of drifting away from the farms and stuff at the moment, because I think our storage is a huge problem. So I'm definitely looking at ways to fix that. I need one of those things that digs out dirt faster. I keep forgetting the name of it. Is it Matic? Has my game crashed? No, it hasn't. I also need to increase my RAM. Never thought this would lag so much. I need to build myself some chunk loaders as well. There's so much stuff that I need to do. It's unbelievable. There's way too much stuff. Right, if I dig down, am I going to intrude on those boilers again? Almost. I can get away with it if I stay here. So that's a 5x5 area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's pretty cool. Except I need to dig this one out. One more, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, one more. Like so. This is the site of one reactor. And I'm going to use logistics pipes to actually provide it with the yellowite that it needs. I think that's probably easier than having an export bus on every single one of them. It means I can just stick a chest down with an export bus attached to it and then have logistics pipes do the rest. Now I should have plenty of casing to actually be able to build this. The only issue I then have is where am I going to put the control ports and things. Ideally I'd like to put it somewhere where I can actually access it. And then all we need on the surface is a small room with some monitors where I can actually see what's going on. Have I actually? No, I haven't. For a second there I thought I'd genuinely run out of casing. Okay, so I said we were going to have 5 fuel rods, didn't I? So that means one there, one here, and then once I build this side in, this one will go And then all I have to do is stick this in. It's very dark in here. I imagine we'll have a few mobs spawning. I'm not going to torch this because it's going to be filled with resident enders shortly, so there's no point really, is there? Okay, so that's that bit done. We'll get the fuel rods and stuff in shortly. I think we should put the control rods here. Not control rods, they go on the top. What am I talking about? I think we should put the control panel here. So there's the laser drill again. So that actually provides some light. So I might keep that. Plus these reactors are going to power those drills. So a lot of stuff's going to get moved. And I think a lot of it's going to be moved off camera. Because I know I'm going to get very frustrated whilst doing it. So it's probably not a good idea to actually be recording whilst actually trying to do all of this. Let's see, how deep was... Whoop. Well, that goes all the way to bedrock. Where was the other hole that I tapped into then? Was that the other drill? That might have been this drill here. Looking at it, yeah, must have been, because that goes up from down below. Okay. I'm trying to get my bearings. So if I stick these underground like this, and then put dirt over the top, you'll never even know they're there. The only issue then is actually being able to place them all. I can stick them all in a line under here. If I have 5 by 5 by 5 reactors, that would work quite nicely. So let's see, if I try and get some fuel rods. I have some fuel rods, but I'm going to make some more. So let's just make 50. Can I make 50? No yellowite. Okay. Now that comes down to a problem with my rail delivery system, which is actually something else that I was trying to fix. But again, not enough parts, let's say. Do I have any cells? Can I make a cell? I can. Well, that's good news. How are we doing under here? Still waiting on that cobblestone by the looks of it. Again, let's just hop down and check. This whole system needs to be reevaluated because it's very, very wasteful. Is it just because we haven't got any power? Doesn't seem to be the problem. Where is that yellowite we were waiting for? Is it over on this side? It's glowstone, etc. That's glowstone, etc. What's this? Oh, that's making sugar charcoal. These machines are all full. Where's that yellowite gone then? Has it already been made? I'm a little bit confused about that now, guys. You see, in my inventory I have a chunk loader, and that's what I'm going to try and do to get the trains running properly, because the world anchors, last time I checked, didn't exist anymore. I mean, they're there, but you can't click on them. Can't do anything with them. You've got travel anchors here. Personal anchor, passive anchor, admin anchor, anchor sentinel, and then the anchor carts, but I can't do anything with them. So at the moment I'm resorting to using chunk loaders, which itself isn't a great idea, but then who knows, it might work out. So where is this stuff? Okay, so these capacitors are being made, that's fine, and it looks like the reactor casing and stuff has been made as well, which is good. So I'm just waiting on these pure nether quartz crystals and these gold ingots to make my cell. Is this even the right recipe? Yeah. Advanced photovoltaic cell. So as I said, we're just waiting on those crystals. This could take a while to actually get this sorted. I hope it doesn't take too long. They should be in the pondy, pulley plot of watery thing down here. If I remember rightly. Yeah, they're in there. Pure nether quartz crystal. Let's turn my magnet on a second. How done are they? 60%. Did they land back in the water? Or did I miss? I missed. Hang on. Did I miss? Yeah, I missed. Try it again. Now, did they land in the water? They didn't. I keep missing. Why do I keep missing? I haven't got my magnet switched on now. Oh my goodness. Right, hang on. Let's try that. Aha! They landed back in. Okay. Well, that's just added time to my waiting. So again, I'll talk to you about the plans. The plans are, all of these ME drives I want gone. Same with the ones that I have up there. Yep, you could just about see them. I want all of those gone. Every single ME drive in this facility I want rid of. I want everything either in deep storage or barrels. So again, all of these ones here, there's 8 here. I want them all gone. They're using up channels. You see here, we've got 8 channels being used up by these. And they're mostly empty. And I can have so many more things, like these machines, for example, I can have running. Or, what else? Molecular assemblers, that's a big one. I need loads of them still. So it's very, very frustrating that I'm constantly waiting for those things to be made. Why is this not being made? Energetic alloy and... Is it because of the capacitors? Whoops. I'm doing that thing again. This jetpack is going to kill me one day. Look at that. Look at that damage. I think I've ruined my armor from this jetpack. Yeah, it's because I'm making loads of energetic alloys. Okay. So what I really want is to be in a position where everything is sorted and ready to go. The backup systems will already be in place, so I need to go downstairs, which again I'll do off camera, place those barrels, deep storage units, etc. Then I will go and remove every single ME drive and use those channels for other things. Whilst we're waiting, I'm actually going to ignore what I said earlier, and I'm going to go find out where these trains have gone. Because I could do with that yellowite. Do I have any yellorium... Sorry, do I have any yellowite ore in here? Got gold. What about this chest? Is there any in here? Yes, loads. And uranium. Which is always a good thing. We got lots of stuff here. Apatite, coal, ruby. This electrotine, I'm not really sure what it's used for. Well, I've just shown how to make it. How do I find out what it's used for? Is it T? It's one of these. E? No, that just shuts the window. My spruce farm has come to a grinding halt again. And the windmill that powers it has also come to a grinding halt because the trees grow in front of the blades. Although, oh there you go, it started moving again. But if you see here, it all gets chucked out the side here. Because the harvester still functions. So that's annoying. Those lanterns keep flickering, which is also annoying. Where have my trains gone? I bet they're stuck. Whoops. I bet they're stuck down at the unloading section. I didn't want to chase trains in today's episode, but I haven't really been given much of a choice here now, have I? Whoops. I wanted this system to work, I really did, but at the moment I'm tempted just to scrap the whole thing and use item ducts instead. At least as a substitute. Let's see. So these world anchors appear to still be working. At least they've got ender pearls in, but I just can't make any more for some reason. Which is very, very frustrating. Do I have... Yeah, I can see one train waiting here. Where's the other one? The other one's here. Why is it not going anywhere? Someone's been tampering with this again. Okay. Let's chuck these in here. We'll chuck the spruce in as well. Probably this. And this. Something else I did was I removed the run round system temporarily and I've replaced it with this little loop system. I do have an idea as to how to get the coupling and decoupling to work, but again at the moment my mind is elsewhere when it comes to that sort of thing. Okie dokie, this is all running again. This is why I want the chunk loaders though, to keep the trains actually loaded at all times. Why is this half empty? That's not supposed to happen. Oh, the other thing I need to do is take that out. That was a system that I tried to set up involving loading the world anchors as the trains went past, but I couldn't find any kind of item conduit that would connect to the world anchors, so it became a very obsolete thing. Oh my god. What the hell has happened here? One of these has spat this out. What the heck? This isn't very good. That could actually have a serious impact on everything. So I might need to see what's going on here. Well, it was this one, wasn't it, that spat it all out. That's really not good. How the heck did that happen? For a minute there I thought a creeper might have blown up, but nothing else seems to have actually been exploded, so I don't know what's going on. What is going on? Has my cell been finished? Brilliant, okay. Well, I might be able to get the chunk loader going. The one thing I wanted to check very quickly is what I actually need to get this running properly. Because I know there's... Let's place it down first and I'll start worrying about what I need. It looks like there's a liquid input as well, so I need to know what that is. Let's put it off the bridge, shall we? Let's put it where this world anchor is. So we'll slap it there. We'll put that on top. That should get it power. It is, but it's using it fairly fast as well. So is this loading now? What mod is it? Mine Factory Reloaded. I don't actually know whether this is working or not. All I know is it needs a lot of power to actually load. Okay. Mob Essence and Liquid Ender can be consumed by the machine to lower the cost of chunk loading by 80 RF per chunk. In default config settings, the RF per tick cost increases exponentially. This has a cap of 8,385. Well, I can't make it go any bigger than this, so it's not really an issue. Is it going to let me scroll down? So yeah, there used to be other forms of chunk loading, but they don't seem to exist anymore, which is a bit weird. Not quite sure what's going on there. But this might actually be the solution to one of our problems if I keep these chunks loaded at all times. Eventually we'll have the power line running underneath here. Actually no, we'll have it running alongside here, because I have an idea as to what I want to use for the power transfer. I'm not going to use cryo-stabilized flux ducts like we've got down here. I'm going to use something a little bit different. Something which I should probably be setting the recipe up for now, actually. Thinking about it. Let's go into here. As I say, this is a very messy episode today. Most of these episodes are going to be messy. I'll say that as a disclaimer now. I will have ideas as to what I want to do, but then as the episode starts, it becomes very clear that not always possible. Sometimes it takes a little bit of improvisation, let's say. Can I make this? No, what am I missing? Iron dust and cactus green. Yeah. Well, I can... Funny enough, I can do that. So, pulverized iron. Let's just make 100 of them for now, because I can't be bothered to do anything different. Alright, cactus green. Again, let's make 100 of them. We've got 100,000 cacti, so we should be alright when it comes to that. I'm going to load the world anchor page and find out what's going on there, because I updated the pack, and since I did that, I haven't been able to build world anchors anymore. Alright, let's get these made. Should be able to make a stack of these. I can make enough to at least be able to make these relays. This is what I want to use to transfer power. I like the idea of having power lines running across the map. I think that'd be very cool. The other thing I of course need is the high voltage wire. Where are the wires? Dense wire coil, Fluix wire coil, here they are. Steel, what's this? Decoration purposes only, will not transmit power, same there. High voltage wire. Okay, so aluminium and steel and a stick. Look at that, I had it already. That's a little bit disappointing. Whoops. Got rid of the pattern, that wasn't smart. Okay. So I think this episode is about done. Again, it's just to come back and explain to you guys what I want to do. A lot of this stuff at the moment is going to be done off camera. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. As you can see, it's a lot of standing around waiting, which is why there's not many episodes of this particular series. I like this series, I like the idea behind this series, and I'm fully committed to it. The reasons why there aren't episodes all the time is because I am AFK a lot, waiting for things to actually be made. For example, our entire production system at the moment is heavily flawed, which you might have noticed. Here, for example. Which is why all this stuff isn't working how it should be. So I spend a lot of time just sitting watching this in action, basically, waiting for it to start working again. So that's the reason why there's not episodes all the time. When there are episodes, it's because things have gone in my favour. When there aren't episodes, as I say, you guys at least know why. I'm going to empty my inventory, because I don't really want any of this stuff on me right now. I'm going to go ahead off camera and finish off all this building. I'd like to get some more trains running as well and build some more farms. Again, they will probably be done off camera, just to make things easier. Some of it I might do as like a time lapse perhaps, but to do commentary whilst I'm doing it, I get very frustrated. So I don't think you want me shouting and swearing whilst I'm actually doing it. Just looking at this actually, I'm going to create 100 of these. And I'm going to create, no, not those. I'm going to create 500 of these. I actually also need to make the high voltage connectors. Hardened clay. Do I have a recipe for hardened clay? I think I do. I think I remember doing that. Yes, cool. So I might be able to make these. I can. Awesome. Right, yes, sorry guys, I'm going to end the episode. I'm going to make this pattern and then I'm going to end the episode, because I know you guys don't want to sit and watch me forever doing this. So, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the episode, and of course if you're enjoying the series. Once again, apologies if there isn't an episode every single Tuesday and Thursday, but you know the reason for that now, so that should be fine. And all that's left for me to say really is until next time, I will see you soon.